Hey guys, we were so excited to learn that StratPlan had made its way into the sporting organization that we just had to create a video to show you and share our excitement about StratPlan making roads into every organization around the world. Um, this is Hands and Heart Rugby Football Club, a rugby football club based in South Africa that recently implemented StratPlan to guide their club, and we are extremely excited to share this video with you. So for obvious reasons, we're not going to go into too much of detail, as these are trade secrets that's going to guide the success of Hands and Heart Rugby Football Club. So we just wanted to produce this quick video to show you how StratPlan was used in football. Simply exactly the same as any organization, football clubs, any sporting organization has a vision. In this case, the vision for Hands and Heart Rugby Football Club was to provide an opportunity for people of the Kraaifontein community in the Western Cape to play rugby and enjoy participation. So exactly the way you would analyze the strength of any vision statement, the Rugby Football Club analyze the strength of their vision statement, and as you can see, it's particularly strong. So I'm just going to flick through a couple of screens here to show you exactly the same for a mission statement and values, as well as setting objectives for the club. And what is fantastic as well is the application of the balanced scorecard approach, and as you can see that it's applicable to sporting organizations as well, so not just for-profit businesses. I'm going to go ahead and click on next, and what you'll see again is the pestle analysis has been completed, and there's things that impact football clubs that also impacts businesses, and equally important is the use of the add new feature. So there's very specific factors that impacts the football club, which this particular organization has opted to use the add new feature. So very similar in economical conditions, sociocultural. Interestingly, a number of our pre-input factors were applicable, which is really great to see. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the 5 forces and how they've actually used Porter's 5 forces to determine the factors that are affecting the club. And what you'll see under product factors, they've looked at substitutes, as in substitute sports. So for example, alternatives to rugby, a substitute maybe football, soccer, tennis, cricket. Very interesting. Buyers, these are the supporters. New entrants is rivals, so any new football teams making their way into the leagues. Suppliers, not a massive force, as you can see, and rivals have been used as rival football clubs that's in their league. And just as you suspect, Porter's 5 forces works for pretty much any organization, and as you can see, substitute products particularly weak for the rugby club. Buyers were particularly strong because obviously supporters have a lot of power. New entrants was moderate, as existing clubs will obviously protest their entrants and play quite hard against them. Supply is moderate, but rival firms are strong, and as you'd expect, existing clubs to strongly contest their positions and play quite hard. So this is fantastic to see how Porter's 5 forces was applied to Hands and Heart Rugby Football Club. In terms of strategic group maps, the club opted not to use that, which is fine, and just like any business, you don't really have to use every single analytical tool in StratPlan to craft strategy. Interestingly, they have used the drivers of industry change and long-term industry growth rate. They've also opted for, yep, that's about it. So not much use of the drivers of industry change. SWOT analysis is extremely heavily used in football clubs around the world. A lot of rugby clubs, if not all, have a strategic plan, and they all use SWOT analysis. So this is another fantastic insight to see that StratPlan SWOT analysis or SWOT framework was relevant to a Hands on Heart Rugby Football Club. And as you'll see, is most of the pre-input factors are applicable, and they've also opted to use their own specific factors in the SWOT analysis. So weaknesses, there you go. There's a number that's pre-input that they've used, as well as used to put their own specific weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. There you have it, SWOT analysis using StratPlan for Hands and Heart Rugby Football Club. Next, they've looked at key success factors, interestingly: number of games played at home, number of games won per season, establish the active supporters club, transport to away games. Wow, fantastic. This is really, really good and really innovative. This is the output for the industry, for the analysis that was undertaken for the club, and as you can see, there is a significant amount of analysis undertaken in StratPlan. Wow, and the club occupies a strong market position against its rivals, around about 60%. According to the head coach, that's roughly where they are against their others, so they are sort of a mid to top type club in their league, and their current strategy is about 70% against the key industry success factors, which is great because there's a room for improvement to get to the top. So it's sort of in a roundabout way rings true the analysis. Next, we'll look at the SWOT conclusions, and there you have it. Most rugby clubs use SWOT conclusions, but StratPlan offers a somewhat better dimension, as in the availability of more analytical tools that you can add or you can bolt on to your SWOT analysis. So this is fantastic. They've also opted to input the attractiveness of the club and unattractive elements of the club. Next, they've went on to select strategies, and here I am assuming that they are a very niche market serving organization, and they wouldn't have selected many strategies that's pre-input. Yep, no strategies that was pre-input, which is fine. And what they have opted to do is use the other strategies and put in a number of strategies and align them to the balance scorecard perspectives using the other strategies tab. So bearing in mind, in StratPlan, under each and every one of these headings, you can add new, and you can put in strategies specific to either improving your customer value proposition, etc. So this is great. Next, the outcome. So here you go, Hands and Heart Rugby Club strategic map. You can see their objectives, you can see their mission, their values, their vision. Next, you have their strategic plan, and against all the strategies that they've selected, they've also input actions and measures of success. This is brilliant. And finally, the monitoring and tracking dashboard. So as you can see in here, Hands and Heart Rugby Club, these are their strategic objectives. These are the actions aligned to it. So if you select customer objectives, you can see they've got actions against it. Financial objectives, talent and teamwork, internal process, and you can filter by lead. So at the moment, I believe that Henry Adams, their head coach, has most of the actions, and he tells me that it's a work in progress and he's looking to delegate these actions. So there you have it. StratPlan makes its way into yet another organization, into the sporting world, and our vision, StratPlan in every business is coming to life, and soon, who knows it, StratPlan might make